all been around in some capacity, so I mustn't be too bad, Trent, if we're all sticking around.
No, definitely manageable. Definitely manageable.
Gemma Rielly's story is one that has taken many twists and turns along the way, from riding a retired VRC Derby winner at Lark Hill to becoming an apprentice jockey and having numerous falls and injuries along the way, to then travelling around Australia as a foreman, to becoming a trainer at Caulfield, then Pakenham and Woolamai. This is a story of perseverance. This is Gemma Rielly. So from the chaotic scenes of Corfield and everything that was going on there when the training stables were there, to the, I suppose, quaint and peaceful surroundings of Woolamai here. Gemma, how different is it out here?
So when we first moved from Caulfield to Pakenham, it was very different. There was only sort of 400 horses work as opposed to a bit over 1,000 at Caulfield. And now coming out here, I mean, look around you. It's peaceful. The horses get to live in paddocks. They get to go to the beach. Why wouldn't you want to be out here in the fresh air if you're a horse?
Your career in racing has been multifaceted, and this filly behind us can basically take us through your progression and career in racing.
When I used to work for Lindsay Smith a long time ago, so I've been in the industry, say 17 years, her mum's mum, Cyclone Bella, was my first ever grass gallop for Lindsay Smith on the grass there at Lark Hill. Lindsay won a few races with her, and I actually purchased this horse's mother for $26,000, LaBelle Jude, which of course, won 7 races, stakes place mare, so a very good horse. And now this is the first foal out of LaBelle Jude, who is now 11. So it's been a long journey to get this fine little specimen behind us.
You had a short-term career as a jockey, but obviously some falls and injuries got in your way there.
Yeah, and I had some serious falls. I had a 2-year-old duck had a gap doing even time, broke my pelvis 6 places in a coma. I won my first race ride, and I was sort of 17 rides into it, and I had a saddle roll at track work and come off and broke 3 vertebrae in my neck. So that was, and then I got up again and I kept going back and back and back and just add a few more legs and a few more broken ribs and just add it all on.
I think the universe may have been trying to tell you something that your parents couldn't get through to you about.
A little bit stubborn, I know.
Now you've stepped into the media world doing some work for racing.com.
So I do an on-course correspondent role. I do jockey interviews, trainer interviews, and I do a little handful of interviews on course as well.
The business and the jacket says Gemma Rielly Racing, but it is the team that is behind you that actually makes up this whole business. Yeah,
well, we've all got our strengths and weaknesses. So Brooke is very good with young horses. She foals down horses. She's got broodmare, so she's really good at educating and coaching along young horses. So you've got someone like Trent who's worked for big punting stables like his whole career. He's ridden a lot of Group 1 horses, so he's a very good judge, a very good gallop rider. And then you've got me, who's an old has-been who needs to get off the tools. But I have ridden a lot of Group 1 horses. I used to be brave. I take more of a role where I watch everything. The vetting, the farrier, the race programming, and, I'm more of a management sort of aspect. So I mustn't be too bad, Trent, if we're all sticking around.
No, definitely manageable. Definitely manageable. Like I said, over the years I've learned how to sort of, be able to deal and, make it work, And it's great that she actually does really respect your opinion as well.
Take us through a moment that would have meant so much to you in your career, because he did win that Country Cups final, but there's an extra significance to that.
My grandma who raised me, Jude, Nana Jude, she was terminally ill heading into that final, and she's obviously been there through my whole career and my whole life, of course. My twin brother actually drove her across to be there on the day. For him to win on the big stage with my nan present, with my brother present, and how much work was actually put into him. He was at his 11th run leading into that. It was almost like, Nan could rest easy that I'm okay and everything's going to be okay, and it's... she passed away not long after that. But whatever he does from here, I'm just grateful for the horse overall. He's just he's a ripper. So we love him. Like, he's a bit cheeky, but he's...
Got the done deal dot too.
Oh, he's a done deal.
A big thank you to our partners at Racing Victoria for bringing us the This Is How We Race series this autumn. Hopefully we've brought you some good stories along the way. We'll catch you down the road for plenty more stories at Punters.